Well, hello, it's Adaire Palmer here, and welcome to mytimetv.live. This is Community TV with Adaire, and I'm live every week on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Now, I'd just like to share with you the purpose of what we're doing here. It's My Time TV is for community, and it's actually to engage people or to give value to people that live in the community and who are in our cyber community as well. So it's for people that are local as well as a global, but really bringing things to you that are going to be of value to you in your life, and you will be able to, it could be anything from yoga to meditation to gardening to cooking. But today we are looking at, we're speaking to the lovely Mary McLeod, and we're talking about her music today. So I'll bring her on in a moment, but just to expand on some of the things that people that we've had on before, we've actually spoken to people like we've had Andrew Tobin's been on. He is a real estate agent, and he's helped us with how to prepare your house for sale. And we've had some other people, lovely Rosie Killop has been on as well. And today, like I said, we've got Mary McLeod on. I'm going to bring Mary in. She's waiting in the lobby. I'm using actually the Be Live TV platform. It's a great platform where we can have 2 or more people interviewed, and we have up to 10 people in the lobby. And Mary is going to be, she's doing her warm-ups. I can't promise anything, but Mary is possibly going to be singing a song for us, and she's I'm going to bring her on right now before she stops doing this, because that looks really awesome. Talk about energy. Woo woo. This is great. Yay. Yay. Welcome, Mary. Wow. Thank you. Burst of energy there. So awesome. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure.
That's great. I am working on my intro as we speak. This platform or this medium that we use for getting the word out there about how wonderful people we have in our very, like our circles, our networks, with amazing messages and amazing stories to tell, and can offer amazing value. This platform is so new that Facebook have only been, I think it's only been live streaming probably 18 months. It's so very, very new. There has been other platforms like, and there, can you hear that? I've actually got we'll decline that. It's an incoming video call. I tell you what, timing's impeccable. So I can turn off notifications on my phone, but I haven't quite nailed that for my PC yet. So,
I know, is that same with me there, because I don't know what's going to happen.
And this is actually like, and I was thinking when I decided to start My Time TV, it's a bit like TV in the 50s, where it's live, anything can happen, and we've got to be prepared for whatever circumstances do pop up. And I think, like, when they come to a point where you can do pre-recorded shows, where in actual fact you can now, but this is a real challenge, and I believe for honing our skills for presenting and being live on TV.
Exciting.
So it is exciting, and what I love about it is it gives every single person an opportunity to be a star. So and in my circle, you're a star, and I think that I love your music, Mary. I'm just going to ask you a few questions about that, and I think just I know a little bit about your story because I followed you for some time. But if you would like to share with me and people who are watching, our viewers, what is it that well, perhaps a little bit about yourself and sort of what started you on this journey, because it's quite a lovely story, I think. Yeah.
My journey as a musician started before I was born, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I knew I was a star when I was little, and we all are. We all are little stars when we're born, and we all know it, you know. But then life kind of starts to happen. We have outside influences. We have our parents that may or may not be approving of us and giving us the love that we need and telling us that we are a star. And we start to believe the messages that we're getting from outside, right? So that's exactly what happened to me. And that bright star shone for, you know, a few years. And then when I was about 5 or 6, I became very introverted. And I lost all my self-confidence. And going through school, I always felt like I was the one left out. And I started developing a really strong fear of public speaking and a really strong fear of being seen or even being in social situations. I felt like I was stupid, I was embarrassing, and I was never going to be good enough. So that kind of snowballed into being an adult who I didn't really go for my potential. I didn't think that I really had any way of becoming that star that I thought I was, you know. But you know how that kind of, it's in there, that seed is planted in you, and you've got that seed of whatever that grand thing is inside of you to do in this life. And that seed just doesn't, it won't be quiet. You know, it will sit in there and it will try to go and it will try to grow. And until, you know, if you don't let that seed grow, then your health starts to deteriorate, your relationships deteriorate. If you're not coming out and actually being yourself and growing the confidence you need to actually be fully in your life, then you're not going to be well. And that's exactly what started to happen to me. Was I got to the point where the stress of not being myself and the pain of not being myself, being the singer and the speaker and the life changer that I was born to be, the pain of not becoming that was so great that I had to just do it, you know. And that's the way you come to a place of facing your fears. When the pain is great enough not to do the thing you're scared to do, you'll do the thing, right? And then there's all the layers that you have to get through, those layers of fear to get through so that your little seed can blossom up above the level of the ground. So really with my music, that's what's been happening over the past, say 5 years. I'd done a bit of music before that in trios, but I knew that I was going to have to come out and start presenting my own original music from my soul, because it really was needing to be seen and heard and used as a transformational tool. That's what my little inner child was telling me, that she needs to be seen and heard in the world. And she's just like, just cut the crap. We're going out there. We're going to sing our songs. And so the last 5 years has been my transformation into learning how to speak in public. I went to Toastmasters for a few years to learn how to step up and face those fears. And I would panic and run out of the room and be in hysterics. And, you know, but I just said to myself, I don't think what that happened to you.
Yeah. That happens. Yeah, no, absolutely. And terrifying, absolutely terrifying about speaking in public, but singing in public, that's a whole new.
For sure. So there was one particular time that was the crunch moment for me, and I was in a public speaking class, and it was about to be my turn to speak, and we had to speak on a topic that we didn't know. They would just tell you what to speak about, and you didn't know ahead of time, so you couldn't prepare. And as soon as it was about to be my turn, I just bolted. And I ran for the door, and I was at the WEA, and I ran to the toilets, and I just sat down in the cubicle and shut the door, and I was just sobbing, I can't do this. Forget it, I can't do this. I'll never be able to do this. And then a voice rose up inside of me, and it said, you've got to be kidding me, you know? And I suddenly realized that if I wasn't going to give myself a voice, my life really wasn't worth living anymore. I was in that much pain that if I wasn't going to come out and express who I was, speak my truth, play my music, life just didn't have anything in it for me anymore. So I went back in that room. I got up there and talked about penguins, I think it was, my topic. And, you know, I felt stupid and I didn't care anymore. It was just like, let me feel stupid. I'll be embarrassed. I'll be humiliated, but damn it, I am going to speak and I'm going to sing. So that was the beginning. And since then, I've been starting to get my music, sing it publicly. Like this year, I've had 2 gigs just on my own, solo gigs, and you've been at them. I so appreciate your support.
I love your stuff.
It's just been just amazingly, I don't even know what the word is, just profoundly humbling to finally be giving my inner child and source the platform to speak and be seen and heard. The joy, I mean, we all have a certain platform. Maybe yours is this kind of thing, platform for letting source come through you to be expressed to other people so that they can feel their connection with source, you know? And that's definitely what my music is all about.
I think that's awesome. Oh, I'm getting a bit of reverb.
I think it's something over here.
Did you touch the speakers at all, or the the audio?
No, I just turned off my microphone. Should I?
Okay. That sounds okay now. This is one of those things where you don't know what's going to happen, and when you get the I can hear you now.
Okay, so my computer's got it.
So when you come across those things, and especially the reverb, it's like I'm hearing myself, and it's very disconcerting because it's like it's when you're like when your younger brother or sister would mimic every word you said the second you said it. It would drive me crazy. It's even worse when you do it yourself. So that's cool. It's all good now. So I'd love to know a little bit more about, you said the songs are from Source, and the Source sort of sends the songs to you. Can you tell what sort of things are the songs about? Share a bit of that with us.
Okay, the first one that comes to mind is a song called A New Day. And that's one of the songs. Sometimes when I write songs, I hear the music, I sit down, the chords are right there, and the lyrics just flow out. And that's one of those songs. So those are the ones when I don't have to work on them, I know that they're just like direct downloads, you know. So that song is called A New Day because it's about turning over a new leaf in your life. It's about speaking your truth, making the hard decisions that you know you've needed to make for a really long time. And because you haven't committed to make those decisions, you're in more and more pain. So it's about getting the courage to say enough is enough. I have to be me, and to start that new day for yourself. So I mean, that's all about your soul. It's all about what your soul needs to do in this life. So that's one. I got another song called Speak Your Truth. That's pretty self-explanatory. That's, you know, all about not caring if there's anyone listening, but just having to sing your song anyway, having to speak your truth even if no one's there to appreciate it. And
I think that's what.
Go on.
I was going to say that's one of my favorites. I think Speak Your Truth.
Yeah.
I think it. Yeah. And so the songs are about I guess the personal development is what's coming to mind, and it's about, you know, sort of stepping into yourself and who you really are. And you've got a couple of fun.
Sorry?
The journey, yes. I was going to say you've got a couple of fun songs as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I've got A Friend Like You. That's pretty fun. A Friend Like You. Yeah, I've got a few friendship songs, from relationship songs, some attracting love songs by actually falling in with yourself. Like my song called Treasure is all about treasuring yourself so that you can get to the point where you only allow people into your life that actually treasure you.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to attract a partner just for the sake of it, and someone who's not going to love and respect you. So it's all, you know, your relationships with other people are all about your own relationship with yourself. So that's
absolutely. They absolutely are, and I think that they're very, very powerful if you let the songs in and let them, sort of, and wear them. They're very powerful songs.
Yeah. So someone actually said that because they bypass your conscious mind, because music bypasses the conscious mind, and because it's a metaphor as well, it just sinks into your subconscious mind really quickly, and you can transform really quickly because of that. You don't have to try and work out what you're stuck on, what's your limiting belief, what you need to do to believe more in yourself. You don't have to work that all out in your head because it just speaks directly to your subconscious, and therefore.
So we can say there's a song for that, and Mary's got it.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on getting a song for every bit of human nature, and my next one's going to be about abundance and riches and how we're all really rich. That's my next song.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, well, I'll be on board for that one for sure. So did you have a song that you'd like to share with us today, Mary?
Yeah. I mean, this was for the moment. So when you said talk about your music, I went, oh yeah, should I sing a song? But I'm thinking I Am Enough.
That would be brilliant. That would be absolutely brilliant. So
all right. Want me to do that now?
Yeah, do it now. Let's go for it.
I lost my pick.
Oh.
Oopsie. Oh well.
I've always got another.
Pardon?
Can you do it pick free?
Yeah, I have another pick.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Take it away.
You just give me a wave like that if the guitar's too loud and you can't hear me singing.
Okay. All right. So
just wave and I'll stop and I'll do something about it.
All right. Yes, because for anyone watching, we haven't actually done any practice of this. It's just this is raw and real. Take it away, Mary.
Ready? I don't know how all this came up, and I don't really need to know. All I got is this moment right here. All the rest I'm letting go. People say I do some strange things. They're just trying to find their way. Just like me, they want to feel love. Look inside the door of yesterday. The vibrations of the past put me right here. I am ready to know myself at last. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Everyone has a song to sing now, and you're like saying it is time. The child inside has a gift to bring now, and it's time to let it shine. The vibrations of the past put me right here. I love every inch of my life. The pain, the love, the fear and the joy. The tears have all lent me here, and I am enough. 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 I am enough.
God, that's gorgeous. I love that, Mary. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I do love it.
Well, you just throw me in the deep end anytime, Adaire.
And guess what? You didn't think you were swimming. You were walking on water there, girlfriend. When you play that song, it just reminds me of the Marissa Peer, who says that people's sadness and sorrow and lack of feeling of self-worth and confidence usually or invariably stems from not feeling like they're enough. And when she, and I think I shared this story with you, she said, write enough, I am enough, on your mirror. And in the bathroom and, sort of in your bedroom, wherever there's mirrors, just take a texter or Sharpie and write, I am enough. And every time you look in the mirror, instead of looking at the wrinkles and things that you don't like about yourself, you see and say, I am enough. And it was really, really powerful. And I got my texter and I went, there was a mirror in the hallway and I wrote on the top of it, I am enough. But every time I walked down towards the bedroom, I could see my shape in the mirror and walking towards the mirror, and it says, I am enough. And I thought, wow, that's really cool, because I saw it daily and that reminder that I am enough. Then my darling son came and what did he rub out? He rubbed out the, he rubbed out the U and the H, and I became a nog. but the beauty.
And you've been known as that ever since then. There's Adaire, she's a nog.
She's a nog. Yep, totally a nog. But that was an absolutely great lesson and a great song. So now the inspiration to write that song, was that another download one? Because it really does.
Yeah, actually. That one was a download one. I really had wanted, in the back of my head, I'd wanted to write a song about being enough, because that was my story, never being good enough in my own mind. It's all in our own minds.
Yeah.
It's never really about anyone else or what we think their judgment is. It's only ever about our own self-judgment. So I was stepping into knowing that I am enough and I'm good enough to share the message of God, for God's sake. For God's sake. Right? The message that we are all love. We're love in a body. We're just a body full of love. How could I not be good enough? That's right. How could I not be good enough or enough to share that message? Ridiculous, but I wanted to express that in music. So I had wanted to write that song, and all of a sudden one day I went, oh, it's coming. And I had to, I can't even remember. I think it happened pretty much all in one day.
So what's the process? Does it, if you can share that at all, do you get ideas, or do you hear it playing, or?
It sometimes happens a bit differently, but usually I'll hear a tune. I'll hear some sort of tune, and I'll start singing that, and I'll flick record on my phone so I don't forget the tune. And then when I get home, I'll grab the guitar and see because I actually don't really know how to play the guitar. I know.
You've got off my phone.
Like, I have to figure out how to fit what I'm hearing into the chords that I know, because I don't really know chords. They're too complicated. But anyway, so I figure out how to play it on the guitar, and then I ask myself, oh, what's this one about? And sometimes I'll just start hearing the words to the chorus. As I'm playing the music, I'll hear words that fit there and words that just want to come through. And usually filling in the verses is a little bit more challenging, because I try to rhyme everything, because I'm like that. Yeah. So that's usually the process. Occasionally it might happen like I'm Enough, where I really just wanted to write a song on that topic. But you can't really sit down. For me, I can't sit down and go, okay, now I'm going to write a song about being enough.
No, it doesn't work like that. No, and it's funny, because when I do the blogs and when I do, the stuff that I do, it comes to me in it's like little flashes of inspiration. So, and I guess the process is, sort of whether we get the inspiration. So for you, it might be a bit different, because I don't hear a tune. I don't have, it's sort of like I don't know what Abraham calls it, a block of thought. So it's sort of like something that just goes.
That is exactly how I experience it.
Yeah, and then you go, oh well, this is it, and I find that, and especially when I was writing metaphors for hypnotherapy, they would just come out. It would just be, and I'd just write until I had writer's cramp, and I'd go, well, wow, like I've written 5 pages here, and I have no idea what I've written. It's
yeah, isn't that cool? And then you can go back and read it later and go, oh, wow, that came through me.
Yeah. What's the message? What's the message, and how can I share it? So, yeah, and I think that's actually what I think is truly inspired stuff. So. So, Mary, am I allowed to say that you're going to do a CD? Oh, there, I've said it.
Well, yeah, I haven't started the professional recording of a CD. That is something that I really want to get done in the next 6 months. I'm quite inspired to do that. Cindy and I sing together occasionally, as you know. And yes. Cindy's got a recording studio that she's setting up. So we're hoping to do some home recording and see if that's a good enough quality. And if not, we'll go to a studio and record. But can I mention the Soul Feast?
You may. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
Cindy and I, once a month, we do a bit of a gig at her house. She's got a home studio, and it fits about 20 people. We usually have about 10 people there. And so we do this monthly Soul Feast, we call it, and we share about 6 songs, so 3 of hers and 3 of mine. And we workshop around topics to do with personal growth and conscious evolution and self-love and forgiveness. And tonight tomorrow night, our focus is on the inner child. So embracing your inner child, healing the things that your inner child needs to heal, and a focus on our songs that are about being playful and just nurturing the child within. So that's happening tomorrow night. If there's anyone listening who would like to come along to that, I think we probably have 5 or 7 or something more places left. So they could message me or something. What would you recommend? They could.
Well, I would suggest we'll pop your business page into the comments below. We can do that, and then they can message you on your page.
Sure.
And that'd be so when we've done that, I absolutely I've been to your old house. I've been to a sort of a similar, like a soul fest. It was actually we did the sound healing, but we've done a few.
Yeah, and then the original soul at the Midlands Church. Remember?
Yes, yeah. That awesome stuff. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, that was good.
And the second that I have Thursday nights free, I will be there. So keep doing them because
it's not always a Thursday.
Oh, okay. We'll keep in touch because I'm definitely I'd love to come along. I think that anything that we can do for ourselves that help us heal, that help us move forward and continue to evolve is absolutely the right thing to do. So now, Mary, I'm not sure whether I've lost you or not. You seem to have frozen. I don't know whether it is. What I'm going to do is get you to refresh your screen. I'll just drop you out because of the program, and I think we've lost Mary. It's actually brought us to the end of the show anyway, so I'm not going to we won't be able to say goodbye to Mary, but it is absolutely amazing that Mary was able to join us and share with us how she downloads her songs, and they're all about the evolution of our soul and our spirit and as physical beings, and that she's shared the song I Am Enough with us. It is brilliant, and I really did absolutely enjoyed it. If anyone's watching this, or if you catch the replay, feel free to share because her stuff is amazing. She will pop her business page in the she's saying, Mary, you're frozen, pop it. She just sent me a message. You'll get her to pop her business page in the comments below, and we'll circulate that. If you're interested in going to the Soul Feast with Mary and Cindy McDonald tomorrow night. It is in Adelaide, so if you're watching outside of Adelaide, you're out of luck. It's got they're in person, IRL, in real life. You will see them, and I think they're on the east side of town, sort of over the east side of Adelaide. So I will, I'll close the show now. Thanks again to Mary. We'll pop the details in the comments thread so you can catch up with Mary. She's got some amazing stuff happening. Oh, hang on. She's come back into the show. We might just stretch it another minute, see how we go. She's still jumping on. Okay, so Mary's back. Okay, yeah, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bingo. Now. you just froze up there, so I was just winding up there.
I wasn't frozen, you were frozen.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, we are whatever was happening has happened, and we'll keep moving on. I did do a bit of a wrap of the show, and I'll get you to pop your business page details in the comments below when we get off the show. I'd just like to thank you so much again for jumping in and for singing for us. That was an absolute treat. I really appreciated that.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. Thank you, and we will see you again real soon.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.